thinking about buying a brand new home right here in North Palm Beach? Well, before you sign anything, there is one crucial fact that you're going to need to know that could save you tens of thousands of dollars. And I'm going to tell you exactly what that is at the end of this video. Now stick around today because today we're diving deep into new construction in North Palm Beach, what to look for, the hidden pitfalls, and how to make sure that you get the best deal possible. So let's get to it. Hi, I'm Linda Atchison, and for the past 20 years, I have been helping buyers and sellers relocate. And if there's anything that I know is new construction. I've owned a number of new construction homes myself. I've worked with tons of buyers looking to buy in our local new construction market. It all sounds great, but there are certain things that you need to watch out for. So if you are considering new construction home right here in North Palm Beach, I'm going to walk you through everything that you need to know, from pricing to timelines to builder incentives and those sneaky sales tactics that you need to be aware of. And if you're open to getting more home for your money, well, I'm going to tell you about another area that's not too far from here, about 20 minutes, and that might be an option worth considering. So stick around for more information on that. Now let's get to it. North Palm Beach is home to some of the most exclusive waterfront new construction properties right here in Florida. And if you're looking for breathtaking intercoastal views, private docks, and high-end finishes, well, you're in the right place. But here's the catch. Inventory is extremely limited, and prices reflect that exclusivity. Pricing, well, expect to pay anywhere from $3 million on up, 20, 30 million even for some new waterfront construction in North Palm Beach. Custom homes on direct waterfront lots will be on the higher end, while non-waterfront new builds are still pushing about 1.5 million. Time frame to build. Most custom homes are going to take about 12 to 24 months, so 1 to 2 years from contract to completion, while spec homes could be move-in ready within 6 to 12 months. Pre-closing inspections. Now, do not miss this step. This is super important. Many buyers assume that new builds are perfect, but that couldn't be further from the truth. A final walkthrough with an experienced inspector can reveal construction defects that could cost you a lot of money down the road, so be cautious on that. Now, if you love the idea of new construction, but you want to get more for your dollar, well, as I promised, there is another area outside of North Palm Beach where a lot of new construction is going on. It's Avenir, part of Palm Beach Gardens, and that is about 25 minutes west of North Palm. And that has its advantages and disadvantages, and we're going to go into that. First, let's talk about the affordability. Homes in Avenir are going to start about $800,000, and they're going to offer modern designs, smart home features, and those luxury amenities. You even have several clubhouses that, depending on where in the community you're buying, it could be the East Clubhouse, the West Clubhouse, or part of the age-restricted 55-plus active adult community. They have their very own clubhouse. That's called the Pearl. So on that note, we're going to talk about some different kinds of lifestyles over there in Avenir. Now, you can get resort-style pools, clubhouses, golf courses, and hiking trails, all within those individual gated communities. And there are about 12 renowned home builders that are building in that area. That's going to house a total, at some point when it's finished, at completion, about 10,000 residents. Now, the proximity, as I mentioned, is a little further out. It's about 25 minutes west of North Palm. And while North Palm Beach is going to put you right on the water, Avenir is going to be that 25-minute drive to the beach, but it does offer quick access to 95 dining and shop, which eventually will be part of the amenities there. It's going to be a great spot. It's going to take some time to build it out, but they are working on that. Then you have your HOA fees and restrictions. Well, some buyers will prefer custom homes without HOA restrictions, and you're going to find that in North Palm Beach, no HOA. Whereas Avenir has HOA regulations because they do have those gated communities, but they do come with those high amenities. Now let's talk about builder incentives and sales tactics. And there are a few. Well, builders have their own way of making deals sound really too good to be true. Well, here's what you need to watch out for. Builders' preferred lender trick. Builders often offer credits or upgrades if you use their preferred lender, but the interest rate may not be as competitive. You always want to shop around with that. Base price versus actual price. Well, the advertised base price is often far below what you're going to actually pay once you add those upgrades, lot premiums, and fees. Specifically, upgrades could run you between 100 to 200,000, depending if you're going to be putting in a swimming pool, those high-end finishes. Remember when you're walking through the models that you've been looking at everything that has been upgraded, so you do want to pay attention to what is standard and what is considered an upgrade. Then we're going to talk about those lot premiums. Usually the lot premiums, every home, by the way, every home, new construction, when you're working with these tract home builders, have a lot premium. It's very rare that you're going to find any without it. If they do, they have the lot premium built into the move-in ready home. That's the only exception where there's no lot premium. So the lot premiums, depending on whether you're going to be on water or a large vast of land where the lot is bigger, let's say, the more desirable lots are going to range. You could have something over water that will run you 500,000 or 600,000 for a lot premium alone. And then you have those builder fees built in, like the CDD, etc. Those are definitely things that you want to pay attention to. Closing cost assistance. Well, some builders will cover part of your closing costs, but you want to read that fine print because sometimes they increase the purchase price to offset that discount. Kind of sneaky. So you have the delays in the contracts. For example, if they tell you that your home is going to be ready by November and you'll be in before the holidays, don't bet on it. Okay, you want to build in that cushion. You want to have an alternative plan B because builders are notorious for extended time frames. Now, don't get me wrong, they want to close. The faster they close, the faster they get their money. So when they have those delays, it usually has to do with the building permits or the supply chain or things like that out of their control. But pay attention, they are trying to get that closed. Just don't count on it. All right, let's talk about the lifestyle and amenities, and we're going to compare those. So, North Palm Beach, direct ocean access to the intercoastal waterways, boating lifestyle, and private docks, and luxury waterfront living. That's what you're going to get when you are in the North Palm Beach area. For Palm Beach Gardens, say for Avenir example, master plan community, they're going to have the resort style pools, trails, clubhouses, family friendly atmosphere. Now let's talk about the proximity. North Palm Beach is going to put you closer to the beach. That's what a lot of people want, and that's what you're going to pay for. And Palm Beach International Airport. Avenir is going to put you a little further west, but it offers that newer infrastructure and those community perks.
So I hope that you've been enjoying this tour so far of the new construction right here in North Palm Beach, Florida. If you've not been to our channel, if you're brand new, well, you've got a lot to catch up on. But more importantly, I want to make sure that I am delivering everything that you are looking for if you are considering a move into the North Palm Beach surrounding areas. West Palm, Palm Beach Gardens, Jupiter, Juneau, Singer Island. We got it all. So anyway, stay tuned. Let's go check out some more of.
Now, here, in my opinion, is the most important fact that you need to know. Before you sign a contract with a builder, you want to hire an agent like myself to represent you. Before you sign that contract with a builder, don't assume that they have your best interests at heart. Their job is to sell their homes. They are not looking out for you. You know who's looking out for you? Me. I'm the one that's going to make sure that when we talk to the builder, that you're signing a contract that is in your best interest. Now, although I'm not an attorney and you are going to be using a builder contract, you do have the right to have your attorney review that contract. Generally, there won't really be many changes to that contract, if any, but at least it's important for you to understand what exactly you are signing up for. And what I help people do when they're buying new construction is really understand what little nuances you can get with that as well. The things that you need to ask for that you didn't think about. Some of the things that you just don't take as carte blanche. You want to make sure that you are truly understanding what the cost of that home is, what your available upgrades are, where you want to spend your money. Sometimes you don't want to put all that extra money into the new builder. These are things that you can add later, like maybe some appliance packages. You might be able to get something different on your own that maybe you don't want to pay what the builder's not going to give you a credit when you want to put in a different package. So you know what, these are things that there's a lot of questions as I go through the contract, and I help these buyers understand what exactly their options are. And so it is important to have your agent go through with you, and also to keep an eye on that property, because I would not rely on the builder to give you updates. You want somebody like myself that's local, especially if you're not local, to be your boots on the ground, where you're going to walk through and, I'm going to note the things that have been damaged during construction, because there always is, and things that we're going to have to add to that punch list, and for you to pay attention to, so that when you do that final walkthrough, and we're going to get to that in a minute, that you are aware. So on that note, final walkthrough. So you're there, you have the date, you're going to walk through with the builder, and you're going to find some things that are not done. Even with everything we've just gone through, some things that were on the list that just didn't get done. And the builder's going to say, don't worry about it. You can close. It'll all get done. You have, it's going to be on your punch list. You have 30, 60 days to get it done. Don't believe them. There are some things that you're going to want done before you close, because Murphy's Law is, if it can go wrong, it will go wrong. You want to protect yourself. You want to have that inspector do that pre-inspection. And basically that walkthrough is a follow-up to that inspection. You want to run the equipment, you want to run all the appliances, you want to make sure that everything is working. I was in a new construction where the dryer vent had not been hooked up, where the dishwasher had not been hooked up. So you definitely want to pay attention to this and see if you can get that builder committed to do some of those things prior to closing. Sometimes they won't, and many times they won't, but at least you understand what your options are, and that's key. So if you are considering new construction in the North Palm Beach or surrounding areas like Palm Beach Gardens, well, let's talk, because I've helped hundreds of buyers navigate this process, and I'd love to help you. So give me a call, text, shoot me an email, drop a comment below. I'm here for you. Let's do this together and get you into that new construction home that you've been looking to do.